Hello, Frenzy Nation. What's going on, everybody? Coach Cole back with you for another exciting program of Sports Frenzy. And you, if you're watching the show right now, are the lucky ones because that means you're not sick. Or maybe I'm the lucky one and you're sick and you decided to tune into the program at home. Either way, it's been madness this week with all the sickness going around. And, yes, so I hope everybody is well out there and doing good and feeling good. And if not, then get better quickly and soon. And we, as the show goes on. Oh, so we got our results from last week's show. And I think we'll start off things by going over those. I'll start a train of thought here. It seems like there's something I wanted to tell you guys. A lot of things coming up this week in sports. Sunday we have on St. Patty's Day we have we will have the selection show. Well, I won't have the selection show. There'll be a selection show for March Madness. Who's in, who's out? You got a favorite team this year? Are you ready for action? As always, you know who mine is. That's right. Go Blue! Not giving up on the boys in blue. Think they still got a shot at all this. We'll see. Looking forward to that. Some big moves going on in the NFL right now, and some people are super excited about the news and stuff that's going on with the Lions. We might discuss some of that later. But right now, let's jump into the recap part of our show from Season 9, Episode 24. And starting right off, we had Ben winning for the students this week in our Laura Havlin programs. 18 out of 29 points on his end. And Mr. Boring, Coach Boring over there, getting the win this week. Listen to this score, 24 out of the 29 available points. So congratulations goes out to him and his comeback. All right, we're starting off with these are our last NCAA basketball games for the time being. And we had Clemson getting the win over Syracuse. 67-55 was your final score there. Number 6 ranked at the time, Kentucky, getting the win over Florida, 66-57. Arizona State beating Arizona, 72-64. In your first 3-point bonus game, North Carolina upsetting Duke, 79-70. And in your second 3-point bonus game, and it was also our challenge game this week, our challenge video will not be done this time because currently Mrs. Mapstone has been very sick this week, so we haven't been together at all to do any filming or anything like that. So I don't even know if she'll be back before Friday. Who knows? It's been pretty rough. So, but this is our challenge game. And unfortunately, I lost the challenge again. But I still believe in you, Michigan. Michigan falls to MSU, 75-63 was your final score there, and that was your second 3-point bonus game, and I was not happy about that loss. NBA basketball action. We had 3 games for you. The Detroit Pistons getting a win over the Chicago Bulls, 112-104. The Boston Celtics getting the win over the Los Angeles Lakers in a rivalry game, 120-107. And the Philadelphia 76ers getting it done against the Houston Rockets, 107-91. Minor league hockey action for you guys. We had Minnesota beating the Wolverines 3-2 in overtime. But Western Michigan getting it done against Miami of down below. 5-1 was your final score there. Nice job, Western. And in NHL hockey action, the Tampa Bay Lightning getting the victory over the Detroit Red Wings. 3-2 is your final score there. Minor league hockey action. We had Fort Wayne beating the Toledo Walleye. Not a good weekend for a lot of our local teams. 4-1 was your final score in that game. And the Grand Rapids Griffins falling to the Iowa Wild. 4-3 in overtime. Alliance football. Everybody having trouble with their scores in Alliance football. New league, new teams. Can't just... it's a tough one to call on these. But the Orlando Apollos remain undefeated as they take out the Birmingham Iron. 31-14 was your final score there. The San Diego Fleet get the victory over the Salt Lake Stallions. 27-25 was your final score there. The Denard Robinson and the Atlanta Legends get it done against the Memphis Express. 23-20 is your final score in that game. And your last Alliance football game this week had the San Antonio Commanders beating the Arizona Hotshots in a squeaker of a game, 29-25. What a close one. Men's college lacrosse. We had Michigan falling to Yale, number 4 ranked Yale at the time, 11-7. But the Adrian Bulldogs getting their first victory of the season over Franciscan 16-7 was your final score there. Wow. Good job, Adrian. And some college baseball action. We had Adrian boys once again getting the victory over Oglethorpe. 14-8 was your final score there. Oh, excuse me. But my buddy Gordy and the coaches over there in the Hillsdale Chargers, they fall to Davenport. 8-2 was your final score there. Hillsdale season starting off a little bit rough. But I think things will pick up. But Michigan baseball team getting the win over number 2 ranked at the time, UCLA, 7-5 was your final score there. All right. Not our last results, but some more of our results. Here. Excuse me. Sorry, it's been a long day. We're filming the show on Wednesday again. For those who don't know yet, the show gets broadcast on Fridays in most locations, but we've been filming the show on Wednesday nights because Thursday nights has gotten super busy. Okay, so we had a WWE pay-per-view called Fastlane, and the matches I chose in this pay-per-view, we had the champion Daniel Bryan taking on the challenger Kevin Owens. They made this a 3-way, and they added a third person, and I can't for the life of me remember who it was. Making his return to the show this week, Hardy Lemonade. This particular brand, it's a Walmart brand, goes for about $1.49. Not a bad price. Good stuff. All right, so WWE champion Daniel Bryan, the new Daniel Bryan, I should say, as he likes to be called, taking on Kevin Owens. And then, for some reason, Vince McMahon added another dude into the match. And again, I can't remember who it was. But it doesn't really matter who it was because Daniel Bryan retained his title. So the women's match, right after I started last week's filming and everything, I found out was not for the title, that the title ended up not being vacated. It was so that the McMahons could make a decision on who would face Ronda Rousey. Would it be a two-way match or a three-way match? So Becky Lynch and Charlotte were challenging each other. If Charlotte won, it remained a two-way match. If Becky Lynch won, yeah, that's right, the man. She's calling herself the man now. So I don't know. Becky Lynch won, then the match becomes a three-way dance for the title. And Ronda Rousey came out, interrupted the match, attacked Charlotte Flair, giving Becky Lynch... Or no, she attacked Becky Lynch. Giving Becky Lynch the victory. So it's now a three-way dance for the women's championship. Yeah, I know, super exciting. And in the final match, well, not the final match, but the final one we have on here, the final ride of the Shield, taking on Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley. The Shield got the victory, ended the night on a good note for the Shield. In NASCAR action this past week, of course my guy would win the race after I had to do the big yucky challenge. Kyle Busch, number 1 this week. Martin Truex Jr. came in number 2. And Ryan Blaney came in number 3. If you chose one of those 3 guys, then you got a point in NASCAR action. All right, we got a lot going on this week. As far as our games go, I don't have any college games on here. Well, I mean, not college basketball, because we're so close to March Madness. I probably won't do a live show announcing anything about March Madness. There's a possibility I might change my mind on that and go live. But I usually do try to post where Michigan and Michigan State end up at when I hear those results. Excuse me. Sorry. I try to get those down for you, and those will be on the usually on the Facebook page. Sometimes on the not sometimes. Be on the Facebook page, the Twitter page. So just know that. Also, yeah, but so leading into ways that you can join the show is through our Facebook page. Just ask to be friends on there, and I will look at it and accept you when I can, which is usually pretty quickly. I'm usually posting every day, so usually I am. You will be on before the end of the day, probably. So you can join us through the Facebook page. We also have the Twitter feed at Sports Frenzy 1. There's also just the YouTube page if you just want to watch the videos. That's Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1. And those are your options. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on this week's action. Season 9, Episode 25, as we go into St. Patty's Day weekend. It's one of those weekends that everybody likes to be Irish. And it actually falls on Sunday this year, so yes, it's going to be a wild weekend for some people. Not this guy. All right, let's get started. We have our NBA games this week. Starting off with NBA action for you guys. And of course, the first game on our schedule is the 31 wins, 36 losses Rogers LA Lakers. They are traveling to and playing against your mighty 34 wins and 32 losses. Everybody do it with me. Your Detroit Basketball. They have 34 wins, 32 losses. Tip-off for this game is 7 p.m. the night you're watching the video, Friday. And you can watch this game on FSD, like always. You guys know who I got. I got Detroit Basketball. In these next games, I just basically picked random games that I knew could be televised games in case people want to try and watch them. So our next game, for no rhyme or reason, I didn't pick any more teams that I really like. In fact, the Celtics I didn't even put on here this week because of their schedule. So we have the Milwaukee Bucks. 51 wins and 17 losses, and they are traveling to and playing against the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat have 31 wins, 35 losses. This game tips off at 8 p.m., and you can watch it on NBA TV. They have the better record, and I know really nothing about them, but I'm going to go Milwaukee Bucks just because of their better record, and that really is the only reason I'm going with them. Next up, we have doubles. Chicago Bulls are struggling this season. They have 19 wins and 50 losses. This is not your Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls, that's for sure. And they are traveling to and playing against the other LA team. That's right. Did you know there's 2 LA teams out there? Well, this LA team is the Clippers. And the Clippers have 39 wins and 30 losses. This game tips off for you Friday night, 10 p.m. on WGN. So there you go. With that being said, I've got to go with the Clippers. And your last pro game this week, we have the Golden State Warriors, 45 wins and 21 losses. They are traveling to and playing against Oklahoma City, who have 41 wins and 26 losses. Whoa, there goes my clipboard. And my pen. Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder. They have 41 wins and 26 losses. The game tips off Saturday, 10 p.m. on ABC. I'm going to go Golden State Warriors. No real reason for it. I'm kind of basically just going by on records on this one. All right, next up I have NHL hockey action for you this week. And yes, we have a couple of different NHL games on here for you. We have last year's expansion team, and they're still doing pretty good. The Vegas Golden Knights. They have 38 wins, 27 losses, and 5 overtime losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars have 36 wins, 28 losses, and 5 overtime losses. The puck drops for this game at 8 p.m. Friday, and you can watch it on the NHL channel, which is exactly why it's on here. I still like those Vegas Golden Knights. I'm going to give them the victory. I think they made a heck of an impression last year and are going to continue to do good. Oh, man. Here we go. I know you guys have been looking forward to this. And it's coming early this time. Well, I said, well. We've got those St. Louis Blues back on the schedule again. It's only the second week in a row that I've had them on here in a while. Well, they've still got a pretty good schedule. It's not looking too bad right now. They're starting off with 36 wins, 26 losses, and 7 overtime losses too. That's right, I'm talking about those St. Louis Blues. Oh, they're traveling to Pittsburgh. I said they're traveling to Pittsburgh. I got a little tickle in my throat. Making that one a little more difficult. So they're playing those Pittsburgh Penguins. I said they're playing those Pittsburgh Penguins. Who have 38 wins and 23 losses and 9 overtime losses too. I said 9 overtime losses too. And this game is at 1 p.m. And you can watch it Saturday on the NHL Network. Yes, it's a televised game. Oh, it's a televised game. Which in our area hasn't been many. But I'm so happy it's a televised game. Oh, wait. I think even though you guys know who I'm going to pick for the win, I should probably actually say it. I've got those St. Louis Blues. Oh. So just so you can see the pictures here of the St. Louis Blues taking on the Penguins. And I've got those Blues, baby, for the victory. Oh, that's grown on you guys. It's not horrible, right? I haven't got any hate mail in a while. Every now and again I hear a comment from my wife, but other than that. But the location I'm in right now is a little more soundproof than our in the studio, so if she's laughing or making a comment, I can't hear her right now. All right. More hockey action for you guys. We have the New York Islanders. The Islanders have 40 wins, 22 losses, and 7 overtime losses. And they are traveling to and playing against your struggling Detroit Red Wings. That's right. The Wings only have 24 wins, and they have 36 losses. But you know what? It's been said that the coach is coming back next season, so no worries, everyone. He'll be here. And boy, oh boy. I stay loyal. That's right. I've been loyal to the Detroit Red Wings. There's a chance, there's a possibility that we'll see a spark out of these guys and they'll get the victory. I'm going with the Detroit Red Wings for the victory. This game starts at 1 p.m. Saturday, and you can watch it on FSD. Go Wings! Have any of you been out to Little Caesars Arena yet? I have not. Just a random thought while we're going on here. All right, your next hockey game. We have a couple more here for you guys. We have the Washington. Whoops. No, we don't have Washington. Now we have Washington. We have the Washington Capitals. They have 41 wins, 22 losses, and 7 overtime losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Lightning have 53 wins, 13 losses, and 4 overtime losses. The puck drops for this game at 7 p.m. Saturday, and it is on the NHL Network. I got to go with the Tampa Bay Lightning for the victory on this one. And I'm totally going by the fact that they just have a way better record. All right, in your last NHL hockey game this week, we have the Chicago Blackhawks. The Blackhawks have 30 wins, 30 losses, and 9 overtime losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Montreal Canadiens. The Canadiens have 37 wins, 26 losses, and 7 overtime losses. The puck drops at 7 p.m. for the Saturday for this game, and you can watch it on WGN. I'm going to go with the Canadiens just because their record is a little bit better. See a trend here going with some of the better records, really. honestly, if it isn't, one of the local teams that I like, I haven't really researched or followed it all that well just to get the games for the show. So that's kind of how it has been. All right, minor league hockey action for you guys. How about your Toledo Walleye? The Walleye have 33 wins, 18 losses, and 5 overtime losses. They're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing the Kalamazoo K-Wings. The K-Wings have 31 losses, 31 wins, 25 losses, and 2 overtime losses. The puck drops for this game 7:15, if I could speak, p.m. Friday, and you can view this game on ECHL.TV, but it's a pay-per-view thing, so you have to pay for it if you want to see it. That's how it works. And you guys know, with that being said, I stand with the Toledo Walleye. And your last minor league hockey game, we have the Rockford Ice Hogs. The Ice Hogs have 27 wins, 24 losses, and 4 overtime losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Grand Rapid Griffins. The Griffins have 33 wins, 17 losses, and 6 overtime losses. The puck drops for this game 7 p.m. Friday. It can be viewed on AHL Network with a pay-per-view fee. And for both the Walleye game and the Grand Rapid Griffins games, they have different tiers or different packages you can purchase for this game. So, or you can do individual games, or you can do like a season pass. You can do individual season pass per team that you like, or you can do overall season pass. Prices vary, different choices and packages. But anyway, with that being said, I have the Grand Rapid Griffins. Whoa. All right. Moving into everybody's favorites. That's right, I'm talking about the Alliance Football League. I got to thinking about this week, though. It's awesome to see a football this far into the season, but I am I think, this is my opinion, I'm not 100% sure it will, but I think viewership's going to go down with March Madness beginning. I don't know why it is, but I like to take in as many of the March Madness games as I can because you see, well, I know why it is. For one thing, some of what's so-called Cinderella teams have an amazing run and play some amazing ball, and sometimes you get to see some of the best basketball games you've seen the entire season because it's one and done, or season over. So I feel like the true test of Alliance football is going to be tested over the next several weeks when March Madness starts. And I'm sorry, I hate to be one of those guys, but Alliance, I will be taking as much March Madness as I can, just because those games are fun to watch. Not that your games aren't fun to watch. It's just, I don't know. There's just something about, I love football, but there's something about March Madness too. All right, with that being said, this week we have the Memphis Express. They have 1 win and 4 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against Salt Lake Stallions, who have 1 win and 4 losses. Game time for this game is 4 p.m. Saturday, and it is on B&R Live. You can also watch it live on YouTube, I found out. There's several sites on... it's not on regular TV. It's on your computer, basically. Bleacher Report is who carries this. I think that's who B&R is, Bleacher Report. But like I jumped on cable, or I'm sorry, I jumped on YouTube, and there was a spot you could go stream the game on. So I watched last week's B&R game on YouTube. Also, you will notice this is, well, you will notice each first a 3-point bonus game. Each first a 3-point bonus game. Each first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. You'll notice a couple names on here. These names are Lucas and Olivia. Well, in my classroom today, we had some kiddos go home sick. The day I'm filming the show, we had some kiddos go home sick. So I didn't want to start a whole new complete lesson with not having most of my students there. So I got an idea in my head. I'll bring up the Sports Frenzy sheets, let the kiddos in my classroom see how I actually put together things for Sports Frenzy. And then to make it even more fun for them, I let them choose the games that they wanted as the 3-point bonus games this week. And so how I do that, to choose the process of how I talk about the process, how I do it a little bit here. Just like our visuals for these, I used yes/no cards, and we would go over certain particular games, and I'd ask them, do you want this game to be 3-point bonus game this week? If I got a yes, then we would consider it. If I got a no, we would just not consider it. So we took the games that the kids and I made it special for them. I called it Lucas and Olivia's 3-point bonus game this week because they had a big part in choosing the 3-point bonus game. So they decided this game was it. And I don't think it's a bad choice. You got 2 teams that have the same identical record. Now, granted, they're losing records. But one of these teams this week, as we like to say, somebody's gonna come away a winner. And for me, that winner is going to be the Salt Lake Stallions. And that's just because, I don't know, I like their name, I like their uniforms. We'll see what happens. All right, your next Alliance football game is the Arizona Hotshots. Arizona's Hotshots have 2 wins and 3 losses. It appears their hot streak is over, as some people are saying. And they don't got an easy road ahead of them this week because they are playing the one and only undefeated team. Talking about the Orlando Apollos. They have 5 wins and 0 losses. They are completely and totally undefeated. Game time for this is Saturday night, 8 p.m., and you can watch this on the NFL Network. I don't think the Hotshots might have a chance at the game, but Orlando is on a roll, man. I've got to go, even though I like the Hot Shots, I've got to go Orlando. I don't think anybody is stopping their momentum right now. We shall see, though. I could be completely surprised. Your next Alliance football game is the San Antonio Commanders. They have 3 wins and 2 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the currently getting hot Denard Robinson and the Atlanta Legends. The Legends have 2 wins and 3 losses. I don't know if they can do it or not, but they have one of my favorite guys. They have Denard Robinson. I've got to go with the Atlanta Legends. This game it's a Sunday game, and you can watch it at 4 p.m., and it will be on CBS Sports. Yep, CBS Sports Network. All right. We have your last Alliance football game for you this week. And that is the Birmingham Iron. They have 3 wins and 2 losses under their belt now. They came out of the season swinging. And they are traveling to and playing against the San Diego Fleet. San Diego Fleet has 3 wins and 2 losses as well. This is your Sunday night game, 8 p.m. on the NFL Network. This should be a good game, folks. Both teams have the same identical records. This is a tough one to call. I'm going to go with the San Diego Fleet. Not sure why. I just am after further review. Bringing back lacrosse action for you guys. College lacrosse action. We have the mighty Michigan Wolverines. That's right, go blue. The Wolverines have 3 wins and 2 losses, and they are on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against Marquette. Marquette has 3 wins and 3 losses. Game time is 12 p.m. Saturday, and you can watch this and ironically enough, you can watch this on the Marquette website. So you're going to get this from Marquette's point of view. But I put the website on here for you. GoMarquette.com/watch/ !live equal 57 and type equal live. The whole link's there. But this is also the other game that my class chose. Or what remained of my class. So here we go. It's your second 3 point 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. As chosen by Lucas and Olivia. Not a bad choice as far as I'm concerned. Need a little refreshment here. Because I can't do this without refreshing my vocal cords a little bit. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! Absolutely, positively, all the time, baby. Go Blue! Win, lose, or draw, I'll always be a Wolverine fan. And your second college lacrosse game of the week. I have no idea how to say this name. I don't know if it's La Roche, I don't know. Somebody who knows, who's smarter than me, he knows how to pronounce it. It's 2 wins and 6 losses. They are traveling to and playing against, that's right, we're talking about those Adrian Bulldogs. The Bulldogs only have 1 win under the season so far and 4 losses, but they're going to change their ways and get back to winning. This game is not televised, but it's 1 p.m. Sunday. It's right here in Adrian, and they play on the football field, and I don't think they charge you for that. I don't think they do anyway. I'm not 100% sure about that because lacrosse is not hugely known around here. So come on down Sunday and support the Adrian Bulldogs lacrosse team. They would greatly appreciate that. I've got Adrian for the win. All right. Baseball season, even though it hasn't been warm enough, well, at least around here. College baseball season's in full swing, and we also have Major League Baseball in spring practice. So, exciting time for those baseball fans. Our first baseball game this week is Adrian. Go Adrian. They have 4 wins and 1 loss. They are on the road traveling to a team that has already played a lot of ball. I had to check this record like 3 times because I'm like, that can't be right. It's got to be a typo. I went back and looked at their page. It's not a typo. Barry has a little bit of an advantage on the Bulldogs. They've played 11 games and only lost 5. Well, I mean, they've won. They've played like 16 games, actually. They've won 11 games and lost 5 games. First pitch for this game is 3 p.m. Friday. I have no idea where Barry even is. But I don't care about Barry. I've got the Adrian Bulldogs for the victory. And next up, staying local. This is actually one of our local teams right here in Adrian, and they're playing right here in Adrian this week. Weather permitting, of course. That's the thing about the baseball games right now. If they are in our area, there's the possibility they could either A, get rained out, B, it's too cold, or who knows, we could have a snowstorm. It is Michigan. But anyway, we'll see if this game gets played or not. We have St. Francis. They have 3 wins and 10 losses, and they are traveling to and playing against your Siena Heights Saints. That's right. They have 4 wins, 5 losses. First pitch for this game is 4 p.m. Friday. And this is a doubleheader. This is a game, but this is going to be game 1 of 2. So it's not a televised game, but you can get out there and support the Siena Heights team. I'm sure they'd love to have you out there. There's no admission to get in for those games either that I'm aware of. So when I went and saw them playing Hillsdale last year, and I'm pretty sure we just walked around. There was nothing to. I don't think they charge for these games. Anyway, you guys know who I got. I got Siena Heights. Well, and the first game starts at 4 p.m. So, but if you don't catch the first one, you can always go to the second one if it gets played. Like I said, 50-50 chance on that one. All right, next up we have the struggling right now, but still believe in them. Coach Gordy and his son and the Hillsdale Chargers. The Chargers have 3 wins and 9 losses on their record right now. Have you ever seen Coach Gordy? I don't know how his son is, but Coach Gordy, nicest guy in the world. Until his team is not playing good. And then you see an angry Gordy. And an angry Gordy is not a pretty Gordy. Just joking, Coach Gordy. But you know it to be true. The game I watched last year, you were having a great game, so there was nothing going on. But season prior to that, the game we went to, him and the pitchers, because he does a lot with the pitching crew, would walk clear down the stretch, and you'd just see motions. He's ripping him a new one. Hillsdale is playing Findlay. Findlay has 5 wins and 4 losses. And you guys know who I got. Going with Coach Gordy and the crew. Got the Hillsdale Chargers for the win. Next up, we have Manhattan Jaspers. The Manhattan Jaspers have 4 wins and 8 losses. They are traveling to and playing, that's right, hail to the victors, hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! The mighty, world's greatest college, the mighty Michigan Wolverines, are on a streak right now, 9 wins and 4 losses. First pitch for this game is 4 p.m. Friday. It's not a televised game. We'll see if they get this game in. But you can... Michigan Sports Network, maybe, carries all the Michigan games. You can find that on your Tuning In radio app, I believe, is where you would find that. So you guys know I got Michigan. So you could, if you can't make it to the game, if the game gets played, you can listen to it. I'm thinking you can probably listen to it on the radio somewhere. Or on your app. Or maybe even check out the website and see if they have anything on it. And yes, you East Lansing Burning Couchers, I put these guys on here for you this week. Even though they have a fairly crappy baseball record. UConn has 7 wins and 6 losses. They are traveling to and playing against, if it happens, East Lansing Burning Couches / patented by Coach Cole. Patent pending. MSU has 3 wins and 10 losses. First pitch for this game is Friday at 5 p.m. Not a televised game. I've got UConn. UConn for the victory. Okay. We're down to our last two games plus the NASCAR race. But our last two games, I want you guys to be aware, this is preseason spring training baseball right now for all our teams. So your teams that already live in states where it's hot, they don't go anywhere. And they stay and play in those states. Or they travel around to travel too. I guess they do travel at times. But anyway, they don't really keep track of records in this. I did find a site, which was cool. It helped me because then I didn't have to go back and count the games. I found a website that is actually keeping track of the spring training records. So as we film the show right now, again, remember we're filming on Wednesday, so the records might be a little different by Friday when you watch the show. It shouldn't be much different. Most of the teams I looked at didn't have any more games between now and Friday. But these guys probably will. But anyway, it's not so much about the records right now. It's about the performance and the players. So they're determining who's going to make the main roster, who's going to go down to the minors, and who's just going to get cut, period. But your Detroit Tigers, they have 9 wins and 9 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the... Well, actually, they're not traveling anywhere. They're already where they're at. They're all playing down in Florida. Lakeland, Florida, I think. They are playing against the Tampa Bay Rays, who also have 9 wins and 9 losses. The first pitch, is at 1:05 p.m. Friday. And it looks like this game's actually going to be televised, and you can watch it on FSD. I don't know if it's the first televised game of the season because I haven't really paid that much attention, that much of it yet. And most of us will still be at work at 1:05 p.m. anyway. So with that being said, how about that amazing play that Michael Cabrera made the other day? I can't believe he fooled that guy. That was awesome. Fake throwing the ball. The guy steps off the base and he tags him out. Incredible stuff there. But you guys know I'm looking forward to a good season. I, however, am not looking real forward to who we have calling the games this year, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. Some people say turn on the game and listen to the radio program, but there's a delay in that. I've got the Detroit Tigers. I'm looking forward to baseball season. I really am. I'm excited about baseball season this year. I've become a huge... I don't know if I've become a huge... I am a huge fan of baseball, so I think it's cool that baseball's back and being played, and I look forward... I mean, I'm not expecting anything out of the Tigers this year, but they might surprise us. Who knows? And then we got to welcome back Rogers, LA Dodgers. Now, these guys have been a fun team to watch. They have some good talent on their team. I like to take in these games when I can. The LA Dodgers have 9 wins and 7 losses right now. And they are playing the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds have 5 wins and 10 losses. But again, like I was saying before, don't get all hyped about the records because the records mean absolutely nothing right now. Basically, they're practicing, playing some guys you might not know, playing some guys that won't be playing when the regular season starts. They're just trying to find their positions and where they're even going to go, minor league or whatever. So the records don't mean a whole lot. First pitch for this game is 9 p.m. Friday, and it looks like this game might be on the MLB Network. The MLB Network is carrying a lot of the preseason games, so that's pretty cool. If you want to check out some of the other baseball teams and some of the prospects and where guys are going, If you have cable and it offers, you do have access to the MLB network. It's the MLB. It's the one that's free, the one that they do on TV. That comes with your sports package. I think mine's part of my sports package that I have. So it's not the actual pay to see every game. It's just a MLB network. Okay. So baseball season's back. All right, let's talk a little bit of NASCAR action for you NASCAR fans, the ones that follow and do NASCAR on the Frenzy. Your race this week is the Auto Club 400. And it's in, it's the Auto Club 400 Speedway in Fontana, California. It's a 200-lap race, and it's Sunday. So for me, I am still going with my guy, Kyle Busch is who I've got for the NASCAR race. And again, for those who didn't hear, well, you all hear, but your Kyle Busch won the race last week, and number 2 was Martin Truex Jr. So again, if you want more results on NASCAR action, you can follow some of it on our Facebook page. And I'm going to go to our Facebook page right now and give you guys some sports news from the Facebook page. I'm just going to go to the page and see if I can find it here. Notice they've been having taking a little longer for things to load on Facebook today, and I guess Facebook's been having some issues, so bear with me here. I didn't see this one coming at all. Of course, haven't been following NFL real hugely lately, but former Michigan safety Jabril Peppers has been traded from Cleveland. The article says no longer will the team down below fans have to root for a guy they can't stand, as he has been traded to the Giants for former LSU star wideout Odell Beckham Jr. So the Giants receive a first-round pick in 2019, number 17 overall, and the Browns' second and third-round pick this year, and safety Jabril Peppers. In 2 years with the Browns, Pepper had 137 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a sack. So I'm kind of happy to see him getting out of Ohio. So good luck, Peppers, with your new team. I'm not going to read the whole article, but Roger Schoonover posted there's a big college bribery scheme going on right now. And it affects a lot of big name actors, actresses, and such, and quite a few schools. USC, UCLA, and Yale, just to name a few. So, if you want to read more about that article, you can go to our Facebook page and check it out. The Lions have agreed to a deal with Jesse James in free agency. The Lions also pick up a guy by the name of Justin Coleman and make him the highest paid nickel in the NFL. The Lions also have picked up a guy by the name of Danny Amendola. So the Lions making some moves and creating some cap space. I say same old Lions, and some of my friends and I have laughed about it already, saying that take a great player and have him come to the Lions and it becomes mediocre. Sad but true. And that looks like that's about all I really have for you as far as top information goes. So, we'll go ahead and end the show right there this week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you want to find more information, rewatch the show on your own time, tell some friends about the show. You can find us on Facebook, and they can join the Facebook page. And I usually try to approve people within, at least try to get to it within 24 hours. Or you can check us out on the YouTube page, Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1, if you just want to watch the video. And you can also follow us on our Twitter feed at Sports Frenzy 1. All right, I hope everybody stays healthy or is feeling better and getting better. Everybody have a great weekend. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. We'll see you guys back here again next week for another edition of Sports Frenzy. Take care, everybody.